Hello friends! In this video we're going to go over step 2 to manifesting your desires, which is all about waving that magic wand. So let's go! So in my last video, which was step 1 in manifesting your desires, we talked about clearing the mind, becoming that blank slate. And the reason I talked about that is because once you become that emotional, gravitated being, then you have all that power within you to implement step 2, which is to set an intention. Set an intention. We're going to bring up that intention from that feeling place, wrap nothing around it, only feel what it is, and you can feel what the vibe of it is. Just like you know what the feeling of love is, the feeling of abundance is, you know what loneliness feels like, sadness, you know what joy feels like, you know what the vibe of the thing you want to manifest is. Whatever that is, feel the vibe without words, without thoughts. Okay, and that is the strongest intention you could have. If you want $1 million, feel what $1 million would feel like if you had it. You know, the excitement, the joy, the financial freedom that feels like. Just feel what that vibe is. Because when you feel what the vibe is, you're matching it. And like two magnets coming together, you're on the vibe of it. You're in the vortex. You're aligned to what it is. And in step 1, we practice the art of having our thoughts out here, so our thoughts are not muddling up the vibe. You're just simply purely feeling that intention. The absolute best metaphor I have found for this whole manifesting process is planting a seed in the fertile ground. You know, it's trees and plants are just so abundant in our world that how could they not be a metaphor for this, right? So the fertile ground is that clearing of your mind in step 1. You know, you can look at the thoughts as weeds, kind of choking out what we want to manifest, those negative thoughts. So the first thing we do is plow the ground, we get rid of the weeds. We clear the land, and that is clearing our thoughts. And once we have a fertile ground, the seed is that desire you have. Okay, so step 2 is the seed that we're planting. That emotional being you are, that is the fertilizer. That's what makes the fertile ground rich and dank for that seed to take hold in. That seed of our desire, we plant that in our emotional being. Okay, that fertile ground of our emotional being that's clear, free of any weeds, any of those negative thoughts. So once we plant this intention coming from within us in that fertile ground that is us, then step 3, which we'll get to, can happen, the blossoming. One of the thoughts it is really important to get rid of, to let dissolve, is the fact that our desires are big or little. Okay, if you desire something, that desire is the will of the universe, of you, of God. That is there. If it's pure, if it's really what you want, really what you desire, there's a reason it is happening. So don't think of, oh, that's too big. How could I possibly get that? See, that's the mind coming in again to stop you. Okay, that's what we let go of in step 1. Nothing is bigger or smaller than anything else. Grass is tiny, but it has just the same impetus within it to grow as an oak tree. You are the same way. Whatever's in you is there for a reason. So know that whatever you desire, ask and you shall receive. And remember, you don't have to repeat all day long what it is you want. I want $1,000. I want $1 million. I want a lover. I want success. The universe knows. You know. Let me go over the process with you. Clear your mind. Feel the vibe of your desire. Feel yourself having it, what it's like to hold it in your hand or be experiencing it. Just feel it, and that is your intention. You can release it. After you feel it within you, you can be silent for a moment, feel that power grow, and know that it is yours. And at the end of that session, when you feel like that's it, you felt it as fully as you can, say these words: it is done. Like I've said in a previous video, it seals it, puts that stamp right on it. It is done. Just because I cleared my mind and put my intention within and felt it, it is done. Sealed deal. That's it. So to summarize, step 2 is to set an intention, a clear intention. Remember that the universe already knows your desires, but if it helps your conscious mind to use it as a tool, you can get in the vibe, silence your mind, come from a feeling place, and set an intention. Feel that vibe. That vibe matches what your desire is. Boom. And then it sets it in motion. And remember, it is done. Don't put anything, don't wrap any words around it, anything else. Just be aware of the knowingness that it is done simply because it is your desire. And there you go. Have fun with that, and just do it. Do it. Just be it. Feel it. Love it. And remember, I love you.